Welcome, Taurus, to your weekly reading. This is for the 28th of July to the 4th of August. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Taurus, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We will then look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Taurus, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Taurus, you are beginning the week in a very strong and impactful way. We have two major arcana cards coming out here, and both of these cards are strong and powerful and speak of positive change and movement. The wheel comes in telling me that you are going to be initiating or participating in a really big change, my dear Taurus. Once the wheel appears, we know that something is changing for you and it's turning in your favor. And with that, you've got the Chariot. Now, the Chariot speaks to us of fast movement and success. So whatever this is for you, Taurus, it's incredibly positive. It's going to be so good for you. And my dear Taurus, you're going to feel it as it happens. This is not a change that you're going to think to yourself, oh my gosh, am I doing the right thing? Should I think about it? Should I wait? Should I delay? There's none of that energy here. It's like as soon as you see this change is coming in and it's possible, you, my dear Taurus, are going to be like our chariot rider on top of that chariot. You don't even have to steer the horses. You are that confident about this change. Now, this change is going to happen in an area of your life that is very relevant for you, and it's coming in, Taurus, because you've called it in. These are two big, strong energies. This kind of change is not a random change. This could be, my dear Taurus, that you've been longing to leave your job. Perhaps you want to go and study something else, or perhaps you want to find a new job. This is the energy of really building up frequency to bring about this big, massive change. And this would probably be the week where you are either offered a new job, where you give notice, or where you now have the opportunity to be able to do something you really love to do. This, my dear Taurus, could speak to us of physically moving from one apartment to another, from one town to another, and even one country to another. It's bold, big changes, but Taurus, it's so positive, and it's a change you've wanted, and it's a change you're going to enjoy every moment of. So a really positive way to start the week. Now let us move on and see what your possible challenges are. And we've got 6 of Swords and 9 of Swords. Now what I love to see here for you, Taurus, is the wonderful progression out of a challenge. 9 of Swords speaks to us of anxiousness, worry, sleepless nights, really going over something that is not sitting well with us. And this could have come up recently, or it could have been going on for some time. But whatever has given you this kind of energy, my dear Taurus, what we are seeing is that this week, and I do believe it's going to be affected by whatever this change is, we see that you are able to release out of it. 6 of Swords is telling me you're on your boat and you're moving out of whatever 9 of Swords represents to you, and you're moving into a far better, more suitable time. So, my dear Taurus, if you say we're involved with a particular romantic partner and it was really not going well, and you had many sleepless nights not knowing what to do, can I fix this relationship? Will they understand me? Will they get me? Do we need to go to couples counseling? Going over it and over it. With this energy here, whatever you decide to do, whether it is to leave this particular person or whether you have that conversation and they are on board and they want to make this relationship work, My dear Taurus, this energy is over. With our Chariot, the Wheel, and Six of Swords, you are out of a very tricky and challenging period. This energy of extreme worry and stress is going to alleviate for you because we see wonderful big movement in a positive direction. And I do feel for many of my Tauruses, no matter what this movement is and what this change is for you, I feel it's going to impact your life significantly, not just for this week, but for many weeks to come. So please take this where it might resonate with you. Right, now let us see what Spirit would like to share with you, and we have Five of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Spirit is asking you, my dear Taurus, that as this change comes about, and it is so big and so grand and so filled with hope and possibility, not to go into Five of Cups. And for me, Five of Cups here is the energy of not only crying over spilt milk, regret and remorse, perhaps for staying too long in an area that wasn't good for you or in a relationship, but also being hard on yourself. I just see some of my Tauruses really coming down hard on themselves. Why did I stay in that job when I knew it wasn't good for me? I wasted all that time. I can't believe how silly I was. And now I've only got myself to blame. I've got to start all over again. Why didn't I see the red flags in that relationship when I was spoken to so badly and treated so disrespectfully? Why did I always give them the benefit of the doubt? I can't believe how ridiculous I was. My dear Taurus, Spirit is coming in and saying, no time for that, Taurus. Things are happening for you now, and they are big, wonderful, grand energies. You need to focus on what that cup is right beside you, brimming with opportunity. This is our Wheel and our Chariot energy. There's something waiting for you, Taurus, something that is going to take you into Queen of Pentacles energy. Now, it does not matter if you are masculine or feminine. Spirit is seeing you as Queen of Pentacles, and Queen of Pentacles is our abundant queen. As you can see, she sits in the most beautiful landscape, but look how relaxed she is. Let the past go, my dear Taurus. There's nothing you can do about it. Whether it was you to blame or other people to blame, it's going to get you nowhere, but take you down a spiral of negativity when you focus on everything that didn't work. Now, be at peace with the past, because the past has brought you to your present, and your present, my dear Taurus, is looking so exciting. I cannot wait for you to feel it. Queen of Pentacles is also a queen who recognizes where her abundance and her prosperity lies. And I do feel for many of you, this is the journey you're going on. Now remember, you can be prosperous and abundant in many areas of your life. And I do feel for many of you, with this powerful energy coming in, you're going to feel this energy coming in into many areas of your life. You could feel now abundant in love, prosperous in health, prosperous in your career. It's going to come through, my dear Taurus. Be calm, be at ease with your past, and just know that your present and your future are brimming so brightly with opportunity. Now let us see what the possible outcome of the week is. And we have got two cards coming out here with Five of Swords and the Devil and Ace of Wands. Now, towards this message of Five of Swords and the Devil is coming out especially for me. Spirit wants me to know why some of my Tauruses were so deep in Nine of Swords, and this is telling me the background to the story. Many of my Tauruses were in a situation where they were dealing with some kind of toxicity. And this could have been in an environment you found yourself in, a bad apartment, a bad neighborhood that you were living in, that you felt afraid and threatened in, or you felt as though you just did not belong. You were like an alien in some way. This could have been a work environment that was incredibly toxic, where there was a lot of backstabbing and gossiping, or there could have been one particular person that has been incredibly toxic in your life, causing you this energy. Like I said, it could have been that significant other that was incredibly judgmental, possessive, and jealous. It could have been a family member, my dear Taurus, who is really taking all their negativity and bad energy out on you and causing you an immense amount of stress. Five of Swords tells me that many of you have been racking your brain trying to find a way how to get out of it, and there could have been quite a few attempts to move out of this energy in the past, and it did not work. However, this is the week where we see the wonderful release out of these energies into the light, my dear Taurus. And here we have the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is telling me that you are going to be feeling this energy now of the wand of infinite possibility coming your way. Things are going to look so different, my dear Taurus. This energy all dissipates and falls away into your past, and you are left focusing on all this incredible opportunity, possibility. What's in that cup, Taurus? Where do you want to see your abundance and prosperity grow? Now you have the capability of focusing on all the good that is coming your way and letting go of what no longer works and no longer serves you. Taurus, this is a very big week for you, and a very exciting one at that. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.